Hello everyone. Today I'm going to start this exercise 7.3 and I am starting from the question number 2. So question number 2, there is no figure. You can read this question in the book. I am reading for you. There is one the AD is the altitude of a triangle of a isosceles triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC. Show that AD bisect angle A and AB bisect angle BC. So there is no figure. I'm going to make this figure. There is one triangle ABC, triangle A, B, C, and the AD is the altitude. AD is the altitude, and it is given that this ABC is an isosceles triangle. If ABC is an isosceles triangle, AB equal to AC, and if it is the altitude, it will make the 90-degree to the base side. So we can write ADB is equal to ADC. This is also given, and we have to prove that AD line bisect BC, first proof. Then second, AD bisect angle A, means it divide the angle A into two equal parts. And the AD bisect BC, it means the BC it is divided into two equal parts. That means we have to prove BD equal to DC. So I am writing here, we have to prove that BD equal to DC in the first part. In second part, it bisect the angle A. That means the angle BAD equal to DAC. BAD equal to DAC. This we are supposed to prove. So, if ABC is the isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. If two sides are equal, then we can, and the angles is also given equal. We will take these two triangles. In triangle A, B, D, and in triangle ADC. So AB is equal to AC given, and angle ADB is equal to ADC, each 90-degree, and AD common. Triangle ABD concurrent to triangle ADC by now we have to see the criteria very carefully. AB equal to AC. This is the right angle triangle. In the opposite side to the right angle triangle is the hypotenuse. This is also the hypotenuse. So AB and AC are the hypotenuse side. We write HY. HY stand for hypotenuse. Hypotenuse AB is equal to hypotenuse AC. Then the angle D is the right angle. So I got the hypotenuse, the right angle, and B and the AD common. So I got the side. Therefore, hypotenuse, right angle, and side. Therefore, our criteria will become RHS. Our criteria will be RHS because we have the hypotenuse, right angle triangle, and side. So RHS. Now, these two triangles are congruent by criteria RHS. Then we can write BD equal to DC because the congruent triangles, all sides and all angles are equal. CPCD. If BD equal to DC, therefore we can write AD bisect angle AB bisect BC. This is the first proof. And from the first proof itself, we can write these two triangles are congruent. Then we can write BAD equal to CAD because the BAD equal to CAD. You can write here BAD equal to second one BAD equal to CAD. CAD. Therefore, AD will bisect angle A. Because these two angles are equal, then it is going to bisect angle A. This is the solution of the question number 2. Now we will take the question number 3. In question number 3, these two figures are given. So that figure we have to make A, B, C. AM is the median. And here the PN is the median. Now this AM and PM are the median. Median means which divide a base into two equal parts. If AM is the median for triangle ABC, that means BM is equal to CM. If the PN is the median for a triangle PQR, then the QN is equal to NR. This is the property of the median. Now you have to read the question and find a given part. That given part will help us to solve the question. The two sides AB and BC and median AM. Two sides AB, BC and median AM of triangle ABC are respectively equal to the PQ, QR and PN of triangle PQR, so that ABM is congruent to PQN. That means it is written that AB and the BC and the AM, median of one triangle, they are equal to the PQ, QR and PN of the other triangle. These two are equal, and we have to prove ABM is congruent to triangle PQN. So we will write first AB is equal to PQ. Respective means what? If AB we have to take along with the PQ, then it's AM is equal to PN. This is also given equal. BM and the BC equal to QR. This is also given equal. These are given equal part of the both two triangles. Now we have to make this two triangle congruent, ABM and PQN. So first proof triangle ABM and triangle PQN. These two triangles we have to take AB equal to PQ, AM equal to PN, and but we got only two sides equal. We need one more side, so we will write BC equal to QR is given. So half BC we can write BM equal to QN. We will write BM is equal to QN. This side came equal because we write in the bracket the BC is equal to QR. It is mentioned in the question. Half BC will be equal to half QR. Half BC equal to half QR. In place of half BC, we can write BM, and in place of half QR, we can write QN. We can write CM also and NR also, but I am writing BM because we need the BM and QN to make triangle congruent. Half BC will be equal to BM and half QR equal to QN, because the median will divide the base into two equal parts. So BM equal to CM. This is the property of median. Half BC we write here BM and half QR as the QN. Now these two triangles are congruent. By SAS. What criteria? SSS. If two triangles are congruent, then their angles and sides are also equal. So, on the basis of this, we can write angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle B equal to angle Q. CP, CT. CP, CT. And this will be the equation first. Now these two triangles are congruent, angle B equal to angle Q. Now we have to, second proof, we have to make this bigger triangle congruent. That means in second question we have to prove that ABC is congruent to PQR. ABC is congruent to PQR. AB equal to PQ and BC equal to QR is also given in the question, and angle B is equal to angle Q. This we had just now proved in first one. Angle B is equal to angle Q. So this same side I am using, angle B is equal to angle Q from 1. So therefore these two triangles are ABC is congruent to PQR by SAS. So this is the solution of the question number 3. Now question number 4. Now, question number 4, BE and CF are the equal altitudes of the triangle ABC. Using RHS confluence criteria, prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. There is one triangle ABC. A, B, C, and B to EF is the altitude, and CF is the another altitude, and these two altitudes are equal. And we have to prove that ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we'll write here given AB equal to, in given part, you can write here BE is equal to CF. This is given. And to prove triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means we have to prove AB is equal to AC. If AB equal to AC, we have to prove and ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now, isosceles triangle with two sides, and it is written that we have to prove by using RHS criteria. We can't use other than RHS criteria. There is another way of solving this question, but in that case we will not. Use the RHS criteria. It is specific that we have to use RHS criteria. So now we will solve this question as we have solved in triangle. We will take a triangle BEC and triangle BCF. BEC, BCF. Now, in that triangle BE is equal to CF, it is given in the question, and angle BEC, BFC. These are each 90 degree, and this is given, and BC is common the both the triangle. BC common in the both. This is here also BC, there here also BC common. Therefore, triangle BEC BCF by criteria Now BE equal to CF, this is side, BC is the hypotenuse. BC is the hypotenuse side, because the HY I am writing as a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse side HY, BC hypotenuse. So you can see the BC and the opposite side to the F is BC and opposite side to the E is also BC. This is the hypotenuse for both the angles. B and this is the angle. I got right angle, I got hypotenuse, I got side. Therefore, we can use the criteria RHS. So these two triangles are congruent, but we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. From here, we can't prove that AB is equal to AC because AB is not a part of this triangle, and we can't take the side outside the triangle. So we'll write here angle P is equal to angle C. CP CT. B equal to C. CP CT. Now we'll take the triangle ABC. Angle B is equal to angle C. Now opposite the angle side opposite to the angle B is AC, and you can see from figure the angle ABC angle B is equal to angle C. The opposite side to the B is AC, and for opposite side to the C is AB. So therefore we can write angle in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to angle C. It is given. This we have to prove in the CBCD. The opposite side to the AB is what? AB is AB, and here it is AC. Therefore, triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle. And this came because this opposite side of the angle B, you can see from figure, opposite side from the angle B, opposite side to the angle B is, opposite side to the B is AC. The opposite side for AC is the B. Therefore, we can write AC equal to AB. And we have studied one theorem, if the two angles are equal, the opposite sides are two angles are equal, the opposite sides are equal. So you can write here the angle side opposite to equal angle are equal. Side opposite equal angle are equal. This is the statement we have to write. This is the proof of question number 4. Now last question. Last fifth question. In the fifth question it is written that there is one ABC so isosceles triangle. ABC is a isosceles triangle where it is given that AB equal to AC. Now we have to draw one perpendicular AP. AB is the perpendicular to BC. Now prove that the angle B is equal to angle C. Prove AB angle B is equal to angle C. This we can prove by using without using the concurrent criteria, because we know that if AB is equal to AC, then opposite side of the opposite angle to the AB is angle B and angle C, so they become equal by using the theorem. But we will solve this question by using the concurrence criteria. We'll take this true triangle. I already told you AP is a perpendicular, it will bring the 90 degree on the both the sides. So triangle APB and triangle APC. If AB equal to AC, it is isosceles triangle. AP angle APB, APC, each 90, and AP is equal to AP, common. Therefore, triangle APB is concurrent to triangle APC by, now we have the one angle two sides SAS. If two triangles are congruent, then their angles and sides become equal. Then we can write angle B is equal to angle C, CP, CT. B is equal to angle C, CP, CT. The angle B equal to angle C, CP, CT, because two triangles are congruent and the angles become equal. This we are supposed to prove. So this is the completion of the chapter number 7 and the chapter number 7 and the course for the half yearly exam which is going to come from 21st. So along with this question we complete the syllabus. So I think now it is your turn to practice the questions till 7th chapter, and I already given the syllabus. This along with this question the syllabus also gets completed. Thank you. Have a nice day.